the two most strongest females there, right? And he felt threatened with that, right?
At that
And
time.
I'm so happy right now to see both of y'all on the panel together, vibing, good energy, and I love it.
You know what I hated? You know what I hated? In
Mm.
combination that he used to do with me and the women. He always used to say stuff like good, like he after him tearing me down, like he could tear me down like super hard, right?
So bad.
But then when I get in the presence of the other women, he'll be like bigging me up, like, oh, she does this, she does that, she does this, she does that, and you can't do it like her. Like make a whole scene about it and make the other woman feel like I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate it when he did that to us. I hate it when he played us against each other
Right.
because you don't do that when you're trying to have a functioning polygamous relationship.
And you're his quote unquote chiefess. Like, come on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Not even in a polygamous relationship, just even as a leader, you're not supposed to allow or make the other people, or even insinuate to the other people that you know what I'm saying. Like that. That's weird. Like that was weird to me.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know if you remember, but like probably like I want to say back in the summertime, the first time I got on your panel on your live on Instagram, I was sitting outside and I was like, oh shit, like I was caught off guard, and you were still there, and I said to him, I was like, oh my god, like I love y'all together, but you know I don't like the way that you do. You're handling the polygamy type of situation or whatever. And he was like, well, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, we'll discuss that at a later date." I said, "But whatever. I know that you." He always say that he always take you back, because he wants to be with his daughter or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like if you want to be in your daughter's life, you can't treat her mother that way, right?
That's true.
That's it. Period. You gotta set an example for your daughter
He doesn't believe that. He doesn't.
at all.
He
And I
doesn't.
saw that, and this is what this is why I said what I said. But
But he does believe that. He does. He has that understanding that he has to treat you right in order for her to have that understanding. It's just the fact that if he's disrespecting you in front of her, what's that gonna make her do? Disrespect you too, and
exactly
have a lower
right.
a lower respect for you, and then he's gonna be able to manipulate her in the same way that he was able to manipulate you.
But not only that, right? What he's doing is producing another female who feels as though she don't need another man because he's treating, he's treating my mom, in this
Children's mind
way.
comprehend. Children.
No, but I'm gonna tell you this. At the end of the day, kids are sponges. Okay, they pick up on everything. So with that being said, she's watched how you and your dad, I mean her dad had a relationship, right? So if she saw him abusing you, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna grow up to think that that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
She's gonna think that that's love. That's not fucking love.
Mm-mm. Nah, I don't, I didn't never want her to watch me get abused, or I don't want that for any woman in carbonation with a child.
Right,
Didn't want Tori to even be in the situation where she was getting abused by another man off of the strength of Nature Boy. And this is why I was trying to promote Nature Boy. I never tried to people there's a controversy behind me trying to change Nature Boy when I was there. I never tried to change him. I only tried to suggest
right,
better ways, implement solutions and better ways of doing things so that we wouldn't have ourselves in fucked up situations. All of the fucked up
right.
situations we had ourselves
As
in.
much as he would allow you to do so, right? It's just crazy. But seeing y'all two right now together, vibing, that shit is giving me so much. Oh my god, I can't even explain it right now. Like it's crazy, right? I just want to say to both of y'all both are queens, right? Keep doing what y'all do. I'm here to support. I love y'all. I'm new on Bigo, by the way, so I don't know how to send.
Everybody's saying in the
I,
chat that you follow Nature Boy. That's what everybody's saying in the chat. Is that
okay, well, guess what? Because at the end of the day, hold on. First of all, I I did. No, I'm gonna keep it
After
real.
2.5
I'm not gonna
seconds
lie.
ago, you don't
she
anymore.
said?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I listen. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Because at the end of the day, like I was for the knowledge, like you said, like y'all said, right? But then I seen that shit going left. I'm like,
But
yo,
look,
what the fuck?
so look. This is the thing, right? When people see it go left, when people follow him initially, change they status and stuff, because people feel like they believe in his knowledge. What we should not do is continue to play out his ways, because that's like recreating him.
Absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? Like using his symbols, and that's like following his ways, following his teachings. That shit is demonic. Do you understand? When he puts certain emojis and he has everybody change it and they have to have that emoji. When
Right. You're right,
you say
and I get
certain
it.
things, like when you say the mantras, these are spells, these are things that he's putting out into your universe to have
Absolutely
you mentally fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
This is
Absolutely.
deeper than.
So like I said in the beginning, when I started following y'all, it was like,
Eliana, stop.
I was just like intrigued with the knowledge, right? Because I was, coming into myself, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, all right, so okay, he got, he's in polygamy, whatever, and it is what it is. But everything it appeared to be like he was on a righteous path, right? But then I started seeing certain shit, and I'm like, damn. And then it started unfolding as the months and the years started going. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck, right?
Right.
I believe it
So
too. Shit.
I get that. Like for me, it was like I feel like what traps people with him too is just like you understand that not everybody is all bad and not like you know what I mean.
right, nobody's
So for
perfect.
me,
Period.
it was
Right,
like I would stay. I would always come back. I would still stay tuned into him because I'm like okay, I know he's not a bad, just all bad. He has he's funny, he's charming. He has these good traits.
right.
But that is manipulation in himself. He has no intent on changing or being that better version of himself. He just taps into that part of himself to lure more people and to charm more people.
Right.
He has no intent in being that better version of himself where he can be caring and listening and nurturing. He has no intent in being that. He just uses that as a way to, like I said, lure and manipulate more people
Manipulate.
into
Yep.
following him.
Say that
Yep.
shit, Tori. Say that shit, guy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, I say this again. The only reason why he feels some type of way about you, Tori, and you, Velvet, especially you, Velvet, because you have his daughter, is because y'all are headstrong, right? Y'all have your own mind, right? At some point, I'm gonna call it digmatized. I'm gonna keep it real, right?
Hell
If
no.
it happens,
I honestly gotta say it wasn't the dick, because I was always refraining from having sex with this nigga. This nigga, I was telling him multiple times, like, I don't want to have sex with you. This nigga turned into it. I seen his spiritual essence one time. We was sitting in a room and I was like, I don't want to have sex with you. This nigga slid across the bed like a snake. I swore to you on my soul. This shit is
wow,
the most weirdest shit I ever seen in my life. And he was just trying to be all seductive and stuff. And I was like,
in stripper mode, not in stripper mode.
no, it was worse than stripper mode. It was a demonic mode. He literally looked like he had turned into a serpent. Literally. Or across the bed. I was standing up on the side of the bed and he in the bed slithering around and shit. I was like, man, what the fuck? Shit was crazy.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's some deep shit.
I have a question. Like, did you like? I didn't notice until after I left that he was like performing rituals and he was using the people as vessels and stealing their energy. Did you notice that like while you were there?
Yeah, I noticed that
She said that on her
especially
last live. She
the
said that.
last time that I was in Carbonation, when I had decided to go back with him the last time, that's when I realized it, because with the 4th of July under the moon. He had everybody in carbonation gather around in a circle, shoulder to shoulder, and put me in the middle and beat me in the middle of that circle to take my soul. And I didn't break. My soul didn't break. And because I didn't break,
What?
he picked me up out the circle and he was like, "Why you not breaking? Why you resisting me? Just stop resisting me and
Wow.
stop making the scene in front of these people so they could disrespect me and shit." And I still didn't break. So when I didn't break that time either, he started hitting me again, and all of the men started running up, and he was like, "Nah, we good. We don't need y'all. Y'all go sit back down, make it normal." And I went like after that time he hit me a couple more times, threw me to the ground a couple more times, still never broke. So he wound up just taking me home. Girl, my head was hurting so bad. I couldn't even have the light on. I had to put my head was hurting so bad. Sybil was there. She wrote about it in her book. She didn't give a lot of details, you know what I'm saying? But that was a crazy ass experience. He tried to take my soul that night. And I remember this was right after I had made the decision to escape. Because every time I left Nature Boy, I had to escape because he always confiscated my documents. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember. I remember all of it.
That shit was crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. Like I said, I didn't notice that he was actually doing performing
All
rituals and
right,
stuff like that until after I was gone.
give me
And
one
like,
second. Sapphire, I'm gonna drop you out the room so I can let other people
All right, baby.
people in the
Wait,
queue.
can I ask one question? One
Hold
question before
on.
you drop.
I want Tori to finish her thought. Stop.
One question before you drop me. One question before you drop me.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Was he sleeping with the men in carbonation?
I don't know for sure. I don't know that for sure.
I think he is.
I wouldn't put
Oh
it past.
wow.
I don't know either for sure, but I
I
think
wouldn't
he
put it
is.
past them. I wouldn't put it past none of them. I think they giving it to each other in the booty
I
to.
got that vibe. That vibe comes off. I'm sorry. That's why I had to ask a question. But okay. I just want to say I love you guys. Tori, I love you. Blessings to you and your baby. Velvet, blessings to you and your baby.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
Later.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't notice that he was performing rituals and things like that because that's not what he teaches. You know what I mean? He doesn't teach you to do spells. He doesn't teach you spell work. Teaches you that you don't need any of that and that it's all mental. But I didn't notice that he was performing rituals until after I left. And I think it was the fight between you and Malia, and that it was on a full moon. I think it was like a full moon in Aries. And
Harry.
that's when I started noticing the pattern. I started noticing the pattern. And then I started remembering the pattern with me while I was there. He would fuck with me a lot of the times when it was a full moon. A full moon, like every time it was a full moon, he would fuck with me, and that would be one of the days that I'd be ready to let go because I mean that's what the full moons do. They push you to let go of shit that's not that's hindering you from your highest purpose. But I started remembering a lot of the shit that I went through, and I'm like, a lot of this shit happened on full moons, and I started noticing I'm like, this man is actually using people as energy vessels, and he's stealing their energy. But I always knew he was stealing their energy, but I didn't know to what extent. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? I didn't know that he was actually performing rituals and you using people in that way.
Yeah.
And that's when I started noticing this, like it got really demonic. It started getting really twisted. And that's when I was like, okay,
I had
no.
thought about that. I appreciate the gifts, y'all. I really appreciate the gifts, everybody. There was what I had thought that he was doing. Well, I thought that he was doing rituals or something when he told me that he wanted to sacrifice, or he was thinking about sacrificing me and Eliana at one point in time so that people could come into contact. Then double back when Zoka baby, passed away. He wound up saying, yeah, now to Natiri, because Natiri was about to go back or whatever. She's not going back now, but when he was like,
Hold on.
yeah,
I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gonna leave the room. You can finish this. I'm gonna leave the room. I gotta grab Newbie.
okay, okay, for sure. Either way, a lot of that shit happened, and it's just crazy at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, how everything else panned out. Dancing with the devil. Facts, queen. Don't think spirit nature boy works will agree with him. I don't think the spirits nature boy works will agree with him. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is demonic. But y'all, give me 1 second. I'm about to change Eliana diaper right quick. Give me 1 second. Okay.